Welcome, rebellious generals. This is Port Republic. In the Confederate campaign, I'm Major General Difficulty in version 1.28.4 of the JMP mod. Port Republic can be a little tricky until you understand what the AI is trying to do. I've decided to play this battle before First Winchester. Before I jump into the battle, thank you for taking the time to check out any of my materials related to the game. I hope that you find something to help you achieve success in your own campaigns. Do not hesitate to ask questions in the comments. Be aware that Colonel, Brigadier General, and Major General difficulties all share an AI profile. Legendary has its own profile. Therefore, things that you see me do should easily translate to lower difficulties, but may not work in Legendary or be suboptimal. Did you know that units with multiple shot magazines or revolvers will eventually reload a partially empty magazine? If a unit has a partial magazine, a timer begins after the last shot. If the time it would have taken to complete a full magazine reload passes without interruption, the magazine is full again. Basically, the full reload cycle is happening in the background and is not visible to the player. Multiple shot weapons reload at different speeds, but with practice, you will have an idea the next time one of your units has a partial magazine or cylinder. Jumping into camp, my career point from Cross Keys went into politics. My guys got beat up a bit, so I did some rebuilding. Thoburn was wounded, so I moved his unit into 2nd Corps. My 3rd Division commander was killed, so I rotated Mercy into that command. Johnston has my 1st Division. Forrest has Colts, and I bumped him up to 750 men. I pulled Owen out of 2nd Corps and increased him to 750 men. Hobson and Andrews had been banged up at Shiloh, so I merged Andrews into Hobson's group. I then gave Hobson a melee perk, swapped his Cook and Brothers out for Colts, and gave him some more men. My avatar is in the 2nd Division. I added men to Siegfried and Kemper. Peabody lost a gun, so I gave him 12 again. Mercy has 3rd Division now. I left Rhodes at 1427, but I bumped Wilcox up to 1405. I moved Cabell out of 2nd Corps to be deployed here. Ferrero commands 4th Division. I added men to Jackson and Pugh. I pulled Roberts out of 2nd Corps to deploy and try to get his 1st star. I also gave him 56 Enfields for the 500 range. The AI received another 17,500 recruit reinforcements, and we are off to the battle. The AI will have at least 17,724 men and 65 guns. I'll be bringing 12,195 and 38 guns. Actual AI numbers will vary with the number of unit splits. We only have 3 units to start the battle, so I'm just going to set up 1 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 skirmisher, and wait for reinforcements. This map is the right lower corner of the Malvern Hill battle in case it looks familiar. I'll put the game on fast forward to get the rest of the gang on the field. My overall strategy is to send about half my units down the far left side and get into position to flank from east to west. My cav will be on hand to intercept the AI artillery reinforcements when they arrive on the far right. The rest of my units will slowly push up to the VP in coordination with my flanking force. Here comes the rest of the gang. Most of the guys are going south to get into the woods for cover. The AI can see me, since several units no longer have the closed icon over them. We will see if it decides to come to me. With a little luck, Milroy will be aggressive and come charging across the river. Skirmishers take less damage per volley compared to infantry, so we will screen out in front as we move down into position. Anytime AI-dedicated skirmishers can be isolated out in the open, I want to try and get my cav in place to take them out. I'm not going to catch him in time, and there's usually an artillery battery in the direction that he's retreating. Oops, 2 artillery batteries. I'm going to take some hits, but I hate those 1,000 man skirmisher units and need to get them out of here. I want everyone else to get into cover as soon as possible. There should be at least one infantry unit to the immediate south. Most of the AI troops should be around the VP now that it's taken control of it. In the past, I could move into the small trees just north of it, but there's a skirmisher waiting there this time. There's the infantry I want to flank first. This center is engaging my northern group, and there's also one approaching the bridge. Thank you for charging and making my life a little bit easier. That's a pretty big boy coming down that hill. I need to remove him before my cav can go intercept the artillery batteries that will attempt to sit on top of the hill. It's a bonus when they charge my unit that is furthest away, so everyone gets extra flanking shots. Plus, Wilcock's a melee unit, though his stats aren't that good yet. Rhodes is a melee unit, so as soon as I have the upper hand on morale, I'll charge with him. I'll send everyone here due to the AI unit's size and having 2 stars. Rhodes is charging. I want to save the charges on my Cav for the artillery batteries, so they will support, but they're not going to charge. My guys can set up and cover on this side of the road now. We got revolving rifles with a charge perk. Now I can send my Cav up the hill to seek and destroy. The rest can get ready to head south toward the VP and make the AI engage on multiple fronts. There's one. There are two more, so everyone gets to charge one battery. If these guys were split, it can get really dicey since some of them can get off canister if you can't kill them fast enough. I'll see if I can get the commander too while I'm at it. I need to give that big boy something better to do than slice up my detached skirmishers. Now I can take the artillery again and hunt down the skirmisher. If I can get my cav across the river on this side, I'll have them do some raiding and take the supply wagon. There we go. Take that, dedicated skirmisher. Tyler and that skirmisher are screening for the infantry, and his morale's coming back up. Pew is one of my good units. I don't want him taking this much fire on his own. I need all batteries firing and have Siegfried start doing some real damage. Can't cross here with that infantry sitting there, so I'll go around. Run, Forrest, run! Before Carroll hits my line like a truck. Milroy is a 1-star, so Rhodes and Siegfried can handle him. Carroll is stopped for a moment. Now I can get Forrest and Pugh down to help. Well, I'd rather that he be charging up the hill out into the open than down the hill and into cover. Make ready. Charge. Now we just clean up the stragglers and finish this off. My cav are tired and starting to take some casualties. Time to pull them back for a bit and let my infantry work. Milroy's done. Let's send Rhodes and my melee cav. Good boy, Tyler. Move right out of that deep cover and take some real damage while burning up your condition. I had 495 killed, 1,356 wounded, when 199 missing, for 2,050 total casualties. The AI had 6,911 killed and 5,308 captured. Kemper was way out in front of everybody else this time. Cav did okay without excessive casualties. Siegfried made general. Got an assortment of arms captured. I got out of that one pretty healthy. On to First Winchester. Thank you so much for spending some of your valuable time watching today. I hope you found something useful for your own campaigns, and I wish you much success, Generals.